Lights, camera, and podcasts. Welcome to Greenlight This, where we pull back the curtain on the movies that should exist. Every week, we cook up wild new concepts, cast the stars, and imagine the trailers. Because if Hollywood won't make them, we will. My name is Landon Davis, and you can call me Squiddy, and I'm here with the wily coyote to my Mr. Potato Head, Travis Medore.
Yeah, wise guy, yay! Happy New Year, everyone!
Happy New Year. Congrats, guys. We made it through another year of chaos and who knows what else. So, Greenlighters, we decided that we're going to do predictions for 2026.
Starting out the new year fresh.
Yeah, so similar to our review of 2025, we're going to use the same metric of giving things red lights if we think it's going to be bad. Ones we may just end up fully skipping. Yellow if we think it's meh, wait till it's streaming, whatever the situation be with that. Or a green light, we think it's going to be great and hopefully worth seeing.
Yeah, so Greenlighters, grab your popcorn and your Sprite. It's time to review something new.
All right, Greenlighters, we have a lot to look forward to. I'm going to include the IMDb taglines for these movies that we're going to talk about. And then, obviously some titles or dates may change. So we're just basing this off of the information we have as of recording in November. First up, we have Greenland 2, Migration, January 9th, starring Gerard Butler. The surviving Garrity family must leave the safety of Greenland bunker and embark on a perilous journey across the decimated frozen wasteland of Europe to find a new home. Travis, Greenland 2, what are you giving it?
I might go red light. The first one was pretty rough for me.
I'm going to agree. Red light. Gerard probably is just taking a paycheck at this point. I can't imagine
Poor
this
guy.
one's going to be good. Yeah. And the next one I will introduce is coming out the same day. It's People We Meet on Vacation. It is a Netflix movie. It's going to be a rom-com. Poppy wants to explore the world, and Alex prefers to stay home with a good book. But somehow they are the very best of friends. They live far apart, but for a decade they have spent 1 week of summer vacation together. Classic rom-com. I've always meant to actually go through this book, so I'm actually planning to do it through the holiday season with work. So I'm going to give it a green light because I love a good rom-com, and Netflix pulls out pretty decent ones.
Okay, I'll go a yellow light. Again, rom-coms, romantic movies, just not my thing. But yeah, don't let that stop you.
Yeah.
All right, coming up next, this should be released sometime around January 23rd. We have Mercy. In the near future, a detective, played by Chris Pratt, stands on trial accused of murdering his wife. He has 90 minutes to prove his innocence to the advanced AI judge, played by Rebecca Ferguson. He once championed before it determines his fate.
Yeah, this looks like an interesting sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
But it's kind of in the prime, like Chris Pratt movies, which he's now done a couple with them. I think I'm going to give it a yellow.
Yeah, I'm going to go yellow light. I feel like some movies, like some series, have been pretty oversaturated with Chris Pratt. Like, he's not a bad actor. We've just been seeing a lot of him.
He's been in a lot of stuff recently, absolutely.
I mean, good for him. I'm sure, he has a good bank account going for him. But yeah, just you never know.
So next we have Scream 7 coming out February 27th when a new Ghostface killer emerges in the town where Sidney Prescott has built a new life. Her darkest fears are realized as her daughter becomes the next target. The only reason I'm excited about this movie is it's confirmed that Matthew Lillard is returning to the franchise for this one.
I know it's been rumored. I didn't see it confirmed.
Yeah, I
did
see it confirmed. So I'm going to say yellow light.
Yeah.
It's always hard to say especially when you're getting to like 7 of a movie that was supposed to just be making fun of slasher flicks. But yeah, I mean, it'll be worth watching at some point.
Oh yeah, I definitely go to see it just for Matthew Lillard coming back. So after that, we have Hoppers, should be around March 6th. A 19-year-old animal lover uses technology that places her consciousness into a robotic beaver to uncover mysteries with the animal world beyond her imagination.
Yeah, this is the new Pixar movie.
Yes, yeah. maybe a yellow. I'm going to say yellow light for me. Pixar, I feel like, has been pretty hit or miss lately.
Yeah, I'm going to be hopeful and give it a green light. I feel like the plot is just absurd enough that maybe this could be something fresh. But yeah, you're probably more accurate with yellow. I'm just going to be hopeful and go for green.
No, I would like to be hopeful with this because the trailer looked fun.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, are we going to be let down or not?
Yeah. Next, we have Project Hail Mary, March 26th. This will be starring Ryan Gosling. An astronaut tries to save Earth while alone in outer space. This is the premise of like he's a teacher or something and is the super genius and has to be sent alone with and learn the astronaut skills to do this world-saving adventure. I believe it's based off of a book. I'm going to say yellow.
Yeah.
I don't know that it immediately catches my attention fully, but maybe it's worth it.
After this, we have the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which, for those listening, as the date we are recording, the trailer just dropped today for us. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say a green light. It looks like it should be pretty fun.
Yeah, it's coming out April 3rd. There obviously was not anything on IMDb for a summary or anything at this point. The only reason I would maybe start leaning towards yellow is I'm worried they're jumping the shark because how do you go from like the Mario Galaxy movies to any other thing? And
yeah,
I love Rosalina, but I feel like Rosalina should have been in the third movie, and like the second one should have had Daisy.
Yeah,
like Luigi's
I'll agree.
love interest. But I think it looks good. There's a lot of good to it. So yeah, green light. The next movie, I know you're not going to care about, but the teaser dropped today as well.
Oh, okay.
The Devil Wears Prada 2, May 1st. Following Miranda Presley's struggle against Emily Charlton, her former assistant turned rival executive, as they compete for advertising revenue amidst declining print media, while Miranda nears retirement. I just love that the entire cast is coming back for this film.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
So I'm going to give it a green light because I know it's going to be trashy and I love it. Yeah, I'm thrilled for it.
Yeah, not something I would probably watch for myself. Again, I won't stop you. Like if
I
you
will call up the girls and
Yeah.
we'll do a girls' night.
you go
so
on
don't
ahead
have
and
to.
have a girls' night, I'll stay home. All right. This one I am excited for. Mortal Kombat 2 coming out around May 15th. The fan favorite champions, now joined by Johnny Cage himself, are pitted against one another in the ultimate battle to defeat the dark rule of Shao Kahn that threatens the very existence of the Earth Realm and its defenders. I really enjoyed the remake they did for Mortal Kombat that came out a couple years ago, so I am really excited for this one. I'm going to say green light.
Yeah, this is probably like on that like green yellow light fence for me, just because
I get that.
It's not fully my type of movie, but I think that I will end up enjoying it. Because I mean, it's now been like actually 5 years, I think, since the
Has it?
I think because
Oh
that was a
gosh.
COVID movie, the first Mortal
Wow.
Kombat. But yeah, I'll say green light for that. Next one. The Mandalorian and Grogu, May 22nd. Once a lonely bounty hunter, Mandalorian Din Djarin and his apprentice Grogu embark on an exciting new Star Wars adventure. There's been a teaser trailer. We've talked about it previously on the podcast. I mean, I'm going to say yellow, and it's because I don't trust myself to get my hopes up for green and then have it live up to that.
Yeah, I don't want to get my hopes up for this. The trailer was just, it didn't really tell us much. So it's like we're kind of going into this blind.
Yeah. And I think we're going to see that more as we talk about these movies. The next one I do want to talk about is just after that we have coming out June 5th. This is the Masters of the Universe movie, starring Nicholas Galitzine. A young man on Earth discovers a fabulous secret legacy as the prince of an alien planet and must recover a magic sword and return home to protect his kingdom.
So for those unaware, this is the He-Man movie that has been in production.
Yeah. I mean, the cast looks really good.
It does.
Like every role is almost completely cast. If you listen to our review episode, you may know where I'm going to bring this up, but they do have Jared Leto as Skeletor, so based off of everything that I've seen so far, it means the movie's going to crash and burn because you can't trust Jared Leto to do any role. But everyone else I really love for it. I think it's interesting. We didn't grow up on the original animated series.
We didn't.
So I think it's interesting that it's coming from he's from Earth and then going there.
Instead of, he's just born and raised there.
Yeah. I saw some pictures when I was looking this up, and he's getting like arrested by cops, and they're even like holding his sword. Like somebody's got his sword in one hand while like another cop is like lowering him into like a police car. And then, gosh, I cannot remember her name, but his like female compatriot, Tala, something like that, is also there on the scene, and costuming looks really good. There's things that I'm hopeful for, so I am going to give this a green light, even though it has my arch nemesis of actors in it.
Yeah, I want to say a green light for this. I want to be hopeful for it.
Yeah.
Coming up next, around June 12th, will be Scary Movie 6.
Yeah, another one we don't have a ton of information on, other than, again, all the original cast from the first Scary Movies returning for this. I'm going to give it a yellow light, kind of similar to like Scream 7. There's
now a lot now between like the Scary Movie and then like the other branch offs that they've done with this. Like there's a lot in this franchise now, so it's hard to say.
Yeah. Next up, another one that had trailer drop recently for us, Toy Story 5, June 19th. Buzz, Woody, and Jessie are challenged after being introduced to what kids are obsessed with today, electronics. I'm going to be honest, just a red light. I know we're probably going to go see this, but Toy Story should have stopped with the third. And in my opinion, I feel like Toy Story is my childhood thing.
Yeah.
And they just haven't, even with the fourth, like they didn't present it well enough to bring it to like a new generation. And maybe that's what the story is going to change my mind about. But I'm not thrilled with this, so I'm going to give it a red light because they need to prove me wrong.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning on like yellow red because it's just like, guys, come on. You've ended the Toy Story franchise a couple of times now. Like,
Buzz Lightyear didn't do well, so it's an example of you're maybe damaging the name of the product at this point.
It's like Bonnie's not growing up. She's been the same age for a while now, whereas growing up, we grew up with Andy.
Yep, we did.
Coming up next, we have Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, around June 26th. We're getting a live-action Lobo, which I'm excited for. Mm-hmm. It follows Cora Zor-El's story and her darker origin before she finally makes her way to Earth.
Yeah, when I looked this up on IMDb, I noticed there were a lot of like family members, like a lot of Kryptonians named in this one. So that gives me some hope that maybe this is going to be a good story, but who knows? I'm going to say a green light just because Superman did so well.
Yeah,
and
I
Jason
really
Momoa as Lobo will be cool.
Yeah, Jason Momoa as Lobo. It's James Gunn doing this again, so I really enjoy James Gunn projects. He's been doing pretty well so far with the DCU, so I have decent hopes for this.
Yeah, I think the next two we can fly through pretty quick. We have Minions 3, which will come out July 1st. This may be getting called Mega Minions. This is the Minions with the superpowers. I think maybe what this is. It's a red light. I don't like the solo Minion movies. I don't care. It's
like, guys, it's kind of one of those, they're just doing a cash grab. They're beating a dead horse.
Yeah. Speaking of dead horses. Next, we have Moana, the live action, July 17th or July 10th. Red light. If you didn't see it last episode. It's
less than 20 years old.
It's less than 10. It's not even been 10 years.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we don't need a live action remake of a movie that's less than that.
Yeah. Just nothing I could see to justify this movie. And based off of How to Train Your Dragon and Snow White and things from this year, no interest whatsoever. No.
Red light. But one that could be good, The Odyssey, July 17th. This is Christopher Nolan's version of The Odyssey, starring Matt Damon, Robert Pattinson, Charlize Theron, Anne Hathaway, John Berthal, Tom Holland. Like, just an all-star cast in this movie. And, I mean, Chris Nolan has a pretty good reputation behind him. I will say sometimes they are a little bit mind-bending just because of his storytelling style.
Yeah.
but I've never been let down.
Yeah. The plot on that one is after the Trojan War, Odysseus faces a dangerous voyage back to Ithaca, meeting creatures like the Cyclops, Polyphemus, Sirens, and Circe along the way. I'm going to say a green light. My biggest concern is that it's going to be revealed partway through the movie that he's not telling it in order. And anyone that knows the Odyssey already knows that parts of it could be told out of order. So the last thing I need is Christopher Nolan to pull a Dunkirk or a other 25 of his movies. But speaking of Tom Holland, we have Spider-Man Brand New Day, July 31st. This one is Peter Parker tries to focus on college and leaves Spider-Man behind, but when a new threat endangers his friends, he must break his promise and suit up again, teaming with an unexpected ally to protect those he has, or those he loves. I know from casting that Bruce Banner is supposed to be in it, so we get Mark Ruffalo. Frank Castle / Punisher is supposed to be in this one. The villain Tombstone is listed on the cast. I mean, I like the Tom Holland movies. I think that he wants to retire from Spider-Man. So I'm going to give it a green light, but Marvel proves us wrong a lot.
Let's have him have his one last hurrah, and then, let's call it.
Yeah.
Now, after this one may be promising. We have Coyote versus Acme, August 28th. The story is set in the Acme warehouse, the manufacturer of anything and everything Acme, used by the Looney Tunes character.
Yeah. A little bit of what we know is that it involves Coyote, Wile E. Coyote having a lawsuit against Acme for like all of his equipment going
basically,
badly.
Just going bupkis.
Based off of the When the World Blew Up movie from this year that we talked about in our last episode, I think a green light, and I love that.
I'm pretty hopeful.
This is one of the movies that Warner Brothers wrote off a few years ago, and the creators of the movie actually worked together to buy the movie from Warner Brothers so then it could be released in theaters.
Which is so cool.
So, yeah, I think that it's a green light. I'm going to be hopeful for that one. Next up, we have Clayface, September 11th. So the summary of that is just a summary of Clayface. A shape-shifting creature made of magical clay haunts Gotham City, alternating between villain and ally of Batman. Multiple tragic figures have taken on the Clayface mantle over the years. So not a ton, I believe, from a little bit we know, is it's supposed to be the actor storyline where he's a former actor. I think it's also supposed to be rated R, is kind of one of the rumors.
Oh, like a darker take.
Yeah. If that's true, I'm going to give it a green light. I'm going to be hopeful for this one. I think I'm going to be a little bit more hopeful, I guess, towards the end of the year.
No, I think I'll say the same. Let's be a bit positive. This is kind of part of the new DCU, so, you never know.
Yeah. Another one that I don't think you're going to be as interested in
probably
is
not.
Practical Magic 2, September 18th. A multi-generational family of witches, cursed to be loveless for centuries, attempts to break the spell by confronting dark secrets and sacrificing for each other. So this is a movie that was done in the 90s. Yeah. It has Nicole Kidman, Sandra Bullock. One of my favorite actresses is Stockard Channing, who's also in it.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a green light. It'll be interesting to see how they try to revive a movie from 30 plus years old.
Yeah, it's just been so long. How do you do that at that point?
Yeah, but Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock together alone is a good reason.
Yeah. Following that, we have Resident Evil. Resident Evil follows a hapless courier tasked with delivering a package to a remote hospital. He soon finds himself caught in the middle of an outbreak and must fight through hordes of mutated creatures to survive. This is one that's kind of based off of the video game series. I know there have been a couple actual movies for Resident Evil. Yeah,
and I think this one is supposed to be closer to the video games than any of the movies actually were. So I'm going to say yellow.
Yeah, I'd give it a yellow light.
Yeah. Next up, October 9th is going to be The Legend of Aang, The Last Avatar. An upcoming animated film following Aang and his friends now as young adults, several years after the events of the ending of Avatar: The Last Airbender, the series. It's original creators. It has everything in line to be right. So I'm going to give it a green light.
Oh, yeah.
The original gang is some of my favorites, so it should hold up.
Yeah, this one should be promising. Then after that, we have Street Fighter coming out around October 16th. Street Fighters Ryo and Ken reunite when Chun-Li recruits them for the World Warrior Tournament. As they face a hidden conspiracy, they must confront each other and their past or face destruction.
Yeah, yellow for me.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know enough of the Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat like differences to justify these movies. I do know Orville Peck, the country singer, is going to be in this movie as one of the actors. Some may just see it just to see him shirtless for like half of the film. Who knows? But I'll say like a yellow light.
Yeah, I'll go into like probably lower expectations in hopes of being surprised. If not, then I won't be let down.
Yeah. Next up, October 31st, we have Shaun the Sheep, Beast of Mossy Bottom. On Halloween Eve at Mossy Bottom Farm, excitement turns to dismay when the clumsy farmer ruins the pumpkin patch. Shaun tries fixing it with science experiments, but things go wrong when a wild beast appears in the woods. I mean, we love the studio, and I've never actually watched a Shaun the Sheep movie. I've seen bits of the show. Yellow, it might be worth it.
Yeah,
like I think if we have a trailer by then, it might be good.
And then we have The Cat in the Hat, November 6th. This was one that was supposed to come out in like January, February, and instead got pushed all the way back to November. We meet the Cat in the Hat you don't know in an all-new epic adventure where mischief and magic and mayhem reign supreme.
Yes, with Bill Hader, I'm going to go in with like a yellow right now. Yeah. I've expressed my concern about it getting pushed back.
I feel like originally we were going to would have given this a green light, but then just the fact that it got pushed back like over 6 months is kind of ridiculous. So yeah, we're now hesitant on this one. Yeah.
Next up is Ebenezer, A Christmas Carol, November 13th. A thrilling ghost story set in Dickens' London, following one man's supernatural journey to face his past, present, and future as he fights for a second chance at redemption. There isn't a ton known about this specific version other than it was Johnny Depp and then Ian McKellen are both in it. So I think Johnny Depp would be playing Scrooge in this one.
I have heard that, yeah.
I mean, I'm going to give it a red light. I like both those actors, but and without seeing a trailer or anything, I have no idea. And I'm just going with a red light to be doubtful.
Yeah, at the moment, I'm going to give this kind of like a yellow-red just because I think we mentioned this just in the previous episode. There are too many Christmas Carol movies out there. Yeah. There are too many different iterations. We can stop with the Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
After that, we have the Hunger Games, Sunrise on the Reaping, around November 20th. We explore Pan Am 24 years before Katniss' saga, starting on the morning of the Reaping for the 50th Hunger Games, where a young Haymitch Abernathy participates. This could be good.
Yeah, I know. So we have a younger President Snow played by Ralph Fiennes in it.
Yeah.
It also has the genius of the games. I can't remember the actor that died. His character.
Oh, yeah.
He's also supposed to be in it. I've never read any of the books, so I was just going to these movies like for the surprise. And I'm going to say green. I liked the last movie, the first prequel. Was I think my favorite of all the Hunger Games movies.
No, that one was pretty good. So yeah, I'll give this one a green light too.
Yeah. A movie, another one that you're not going to care about, I think, is Fokker-in-Law, November 25th. A young man named Henry, son of Greg and Pam Fokker, faces family chaos when he decides to marry a strong-willed woman who appears to be his complete mismatch. So this is another in the Meet the Parents series. With Ben Stiller and Robert De Niro. I really like the first one. I think the first one's a classic. Most of the rest of them are bad. So I'm going to give this a yellow light just because I'm like, I may be willing to watch it right before the holidays. Like, let's see what happens.
Okay. Well, after that, we have Hexed. A Disney movie should be coming out around November 25th. An awkward teen and his type A mother learns his peculiarities might be magical powers, transforming their lives and revealing a hidden magical realm.
Yeah, this is one of those movies that I wonder if it's going to get pushed back because there just hasn't been a teaser for it. And maybe,
No, there hasn't been
Zootopia 2
too
hasn't
much.
dropped for us yet in
Yeah.
real time, so who knows. But yellow, I think just
Yeah,
that sentence
gonna
is
say
enough that
yellow.
it could be good, but who knows. Next, so this one's confusing because right now it's just called Narnia, but I believe it's going to be The Magician's Nephew. That comes out November 26th. This is Greta Gerwig's movie with the Chronicles of Narnia that she's doing with Netflix. Daniel Craig is listed on the cast, and then also Meryl Streep is supposed to be the voice of Aslan.
Interesting.
You are currently reading the Narnia books.
Yes, I am.
I like them. I think I've always been of the opinion that you should go through in order of release, not his chronological. But I get it. It's kind of a potato situation. So, and let's be real, everyone's now seen The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe for like 3 different generations. So yeah, let's do Magician's Nephew if that's the story you're going with.
I'll agree to that.
So yeah, I'll give it a green light. I liked Greta. She did great with Barbie.
Yeah. And then after that, we have Violent Night 2 around December 4th. Stranded in a crumbling New Jersey mall and cut off from the North Pole, Santa Claus is trapped, dishing out violent justice to a ruthless crime lord and his henchmen overrunning the town's mall.
Yeah. So Kristen Bell is listed on the cast for this, and I think in theory she's going to be Mrs. Claus.
Oh, fascinating.
And if so, I really hope so. But we both really liked Violent Night.
Yeah.
Green light for me. I'm
Green light too.
So then December 11th, we are so close, guys, to the end we know. So December 11th, we have Jumanji 3, the final level of the next Jumanji series. So again, today, as part of recording, Jack Black released pictures because they've actually started filming today.
Okay.
And on a script, you can see the word cross-platform, and he's referenced the original board game, including showing tokens of the
interesting
moving pieces. So I think that this one ties back to the original movie a lot more than the others. I really like the newer Jumanji movies. They've surprised me with how much I like them. So I will give this a green light.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards like green, yellow. Like they're good. It is nice hearing that they're actually going to finally tie it back into the board game. So that's the reason why I would definitely say a green light on that.
Yeah.
Because I've been waiting for that tie-in.
Yeah.
Right. We finally get to Avengers Doomsday, December 18th. We don't really have a ton of information on this one. This has been pretty hush-hush.
I mean, we could have listed all of the cast, but the entire cast is everyone who's ever been in a Marvel movie. I think we'll know more about this, obviously, with like Spider-Man's release. Yeah. It's kind of a yellow with me, and I say yellow because I know we're going to go see it, but just I don't know. There hasn't been a good build-up for the newer phases.
No, there hasn't.
So it's not giving yet. So yeah, pretty yellow. The next up, coming the same day, December 18th, is going to be Dune 3. It follows Muad'Dib, heir to unimaginable power, as he brings to fruition the ancient scheme to create a super being ruler among men, not in the heavens. Red light. I don't like Dune. I don't like the two new movies. They just are a little too long for me, a little too slow paced. Like George Lucas knew to throw in droids and Gungans and Ewoks to keep me entertained. And yeah, I don't know what in Dune I'm supposed to be enjoying in it yet. So yeah, it's a red light for me.
Okay. I didn't mind the newer Dune movies, so I'm going to say a yellow light just because I'm not too familiar with like the Dune books or the Dune universe. So it's more just like, oh, I'm curious what they're actually going to be like portraying and everything. But yeah, so I'll walk hesitantly with a yellow light on this one.
Cool.
And then to finally wrap this all up, Angry Birds 3, December 23rd. We are joining Red and Chuck for more new, fun, and electrifying adventures. I'm going to say a red light.
I'm probably going to say a red light as well. And there's just no reason for us to go see this. Like even the
No.
newer Angry Birds movies kind of were after our time.
Yeah.
Um,
Like I never really played the games.
Yeah,
It was after us.
yeah. So just red lights. Yeah.
Well, guys, that wraps us up for our year 2026 predictions. We will see you all on Tuesday for 2 new movies. What stories will we tell? Who are we casting? Find out then. Greenlight This is self-produced, written and directed by Landon Davis and Travis Medor. Sound department, Travis Medor. Music, Buccaneer by Zenial from freemusicarchive.org. Special thanks, you, our listeners, the real studio heads who greenlight every episode just by pressing play. This has been Greenlight This. Until next time.